Hi, it's Diaperperv,
Hi, it's ABDL.
and we're going to talk about ABDL turnoffs and that you don't have to like everything in ABDL,
Yeah,
and that's okay.
yeah, you're allowed to, as much as you're allowed to like things, you're also allowed to not like things. And if someone doesn't like the same things as you, that's okay. You don't have to like the same things as them.
What are some of your dislikes and
Uh,
turnoffs?
so some of my turnoffs are, I'm more, well, one, I'm more of a DL than an AB. So I'm not as much into the really hardcore AB little space that some people might be. I do like aspects of it. I respect littles and I like a lot of littles. But when people maybe go too little, then I'm like, oh.
Like when they go, what does that mean? When they go too little around you, or when they engage with you and they're really, really little?
I think it's more like when somebody forgets the adult part, an adult baby, and is just purely baby. I get it for like fantasy and headspace, and if that's your thing, I don't shame it at all. But for me, it's just not something that I really click with.
And that's like when they're engaging with you, like say
Yeah.
at a munch
Uh-huh.
or at a party, and they come at you right away.
Yeah. And it's like really, it's like if you're coloring, that's cool. I like coloring, and that's something that adults can do. So I don't see it as an AB thing, or Legos, or building blocks, or games. That's cool. It's more the idea of like bottle feed me and swaddle me and like
Oh,
I don't know.
wait, hold on. So you're saying that littles have come up to you, right, in their little space and wanted you to engage them and you be their caregiver.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's almost more. It's not. I'm not against caregiving because I like
Yeah.
doing that. It's more against assuming that because you're little, everyone else is a caregiver.
Right. I'm surprised that people would just assume that you are there as a caregiver. Like you're at a munch or you're at a party and they would just see, hey, here's a person who's not dressed little.
Yeah.
So therefore they must be a caregiver.
Yeah, and that's happened to me. I've been in events, and because I'm not dressed little, I'm not presenting little, because I'm more of a DL, then you get people who come up and immediately start assuming you must be a daddy. You must be a caregiver.
Wow.
And I've had people ask me that, respectfully, of course.
Yeah.
I was like, no, that's not necessarily my role. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I guess that's sort of my turnoff. It's not that being little, it's just people assuming or forcing their little on people they assume are caregivers.
Oh, wow. It's nice to know that like men get that as well.
Yeah.
Not that anyone really does that to me, like strangers, because I think for the most part people know who I am and they don't want to bother me, which is really funny. So I get the opposite. So I don't have to deal with that. But I'm not a mommy. And I hate it when people call me that.
Yeah.
Especially even online. It's like they're not paying attention. They're not reading a profile.
Yep.
Like it takes like 5 seconds to just read a profile and see I'm not a mommy.
Yeah.
And I'm not a caregiver.
That's exactly it. Not everyone who's in this lifestyle is a caregiver or a mommy daddy type. We all run a different spectrum, and everyone's going to be at their own place on it.
Yeah.
You know?
No, totally.
And to assume somebody is automatically a mommy or a daddy or something like that.
I wonder why they think that. Well, I guess that's their wish. So they just want to like project their fantasies onto someone else.
Projecting wish fulfillment. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think that that's my turnoff actually. Projecting wish fulfillment. Yes.
That is my turnoff as well.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Wow, we just discovered that all at once.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to our TED Talk.
How do we stop that? Like if someone just did that to me.
I mean, that goes back to what we were talking about consent. You know, you tell the person kindly, nicely, like, I appreciate you coming to me, but I'm not comfortable with this. Or, hey, I'm not really into this kind of dynamic. And then, you can either leave it at that or you can suggest an alternative. You start entering into negotiation like, yeah, I'm not really a caregiver, but maybe we could go and do something together.
Right.
Or
it
something
doesn't,
along those lines.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be ABDL. Maybe we can just hang out and chat for a while. One of my turnoffs, when they don't use their diapers. All my turnoffs are going to be like sexual turnoffs.
Well, I mean, isn't that a turnoff? I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. You know, it's like, hey, I'm into this for 2 reasons. See you lose control and use a diaper.
Yeah.
And
then me diaper checking you.
Yeah. It's like having a really nice SUV and never taking it off-road.
Which a lot of people do that. Yeah. I mean, in the city.
Yeah.
I think pretty much everyone.
That's how I know that feeling. Another turnoff for me is somebody who does not want to engage with the community. And that doesn't mean you're shy. Let me get this straight. If you make the effort to come out to an event, you're engaging with the community. Even if you're a wallflower, you're taking a step and being vulnerable, and I admire that. That is awesome.
Yeah, you're showing yourself to other people.
Mm-hmm. But oftentimes you'll find online, and this will go into a different discussion, that you'll engage with somebody online and they have no interest in meeting other people in the community or exploring any of that, even though they are ABDL. And I've encountered that many times, someone who's online, and he said, well, hey, we're close by. Hey, let's go to a lunch together. Let's go somewhere public together. Be safe. Nope. Don't want to do it.
What are the reasons for that?
I think a lot of times is people are still coming to terms with that side of themselves, and they need more time, which is okay. But for me, where I'm at right now, I wouldn't want to be in a dynamic or a relationship or a friendship if it meant that it only existed online, or it never could go offline, or it could never go to an event with other people.
I agree, and I've been in that situation too, where I think I click with someone online and they chicken out and they don't want to meet me, don't want to come out to a thing, and it's disappointing because it's my time invested in this. And I think my time is precious. You know, like I put in my time to chat with you, to cam with you, whatever, and obviously we're attracted or whatever, and then nothing comes of it. It's disappointing.
Yes, it really is.
It's almost like being ghosted.
It is.
And I got ghosted a lot, like in my old fetish, like all the time. I think because people couldn't come to terms with it. Because then they're faced with reality.
And that's a hard step. And, you know, I understand. And I'm not saying you're wrong or anything like that. It's just, it's not for me. It's not for you. You know, I think another thing that kind of upsets me or turns me off are people who gatekeep or kink shame. So people who feel that because you're not into this part of the lifestyle, then you don't belong.
Yes, and I've seen that.
Yeah. So that kind of behavior, no.
Right. You know, like, if you don't have these particular items, then you're not a real little.
Yeah, exactly. Littles come in all shapes and sizes, you know, and you got to respect that.
Oh, I don't know if this happens to you, but I've heard this from other DLs. When they come out as DL and DL only, other people will keep thinking that they'll have a little side and keep forcing it on them.
Yes.
Yes.
Right?
And be like, oh, come on, no, I think you're really a closet little, and you're just not admitting it or you're just not accepting it. No, some people really are just DLs.
Yeah. I mean, sidebar, as a DL myself, I've tried to explore little stuff to see if I get enjoyment out of it, because you see so much representation in the media. I almost can guarantee you any DL you've encountered who's very sure they're a DL has tried the same.
Yeah.
And they've decided, no, it's just not for them. But that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's more about people forcing their fantasies, projecting their fantasies onto you and forcing you into a narrative.
Yeah. That just because you like this one part of the thing, that you must love all these other things too.
A lot of things that don't involve diapers. Pretty much everything that doesn't involve diapers. Yeah. Regular porn.
So for you, a turnoff would be a little who doesn't use diapers.
Even a DL that doesn't like diapers.
How does that work?
Watch my video, My Brain Under Duress, and
boy.
I had a mental meltdown for like 5 seconds. I had to leave the situation.
Oh, wow.
When like the dude told me he didn't use diapers. He didn't use his diapers, and he's DL.
Okay.
Sorry, we're talking about you again.
Yeah, I guess that is definitely something there that would be like a what kind of moment. Okay, so another turnoff for me are people, and again, I'm not against people who do this. I'm not yucking your yum. It's just a turnoff for me. are people who insist on messes.
Oh, like a partner who insists on messing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I know there are many, very many out there who that is an enjoyable act for them, and that's fine. Not for me.
Right. You don't want them to mess in front of you
or around me necessarily. I don't want to feel like they want me to do that either.
Yeah.
That's a very soft limit for me, and that, maybe in the right conditions, but most of the time, no.
Yeah.
But if that is one of your hard favorites, that's great, but just not for me. I think if there should be any major takeaway from this, like, we all have our turnoffs, and you may not have found them yet. We're struggling right now, the two of us, to figure out a good turnoff, or not a good, but how many turnoffs we might have.
Mine is literally everything that doesn't have to do with diapers.
Mm-hmm. It's about accepting that other people are going to be different and respecting it.
Yeah. And taking the time to read their profile and look at their whatever, their thing online. And
don't close yourself off to a friendship or anything like that with a person who maybe you find a turn off with. If there's other parts of that person that are attractive towards you, because you could have still a very good friendship or relationship. I know so many people that I would never consider for a relationship dynamic because we're too different, but I still consider them amazing friends, and I value their opinion and their insights and how they see things differently. I think it's super important.
Yeah. So it really boils down to, like, communication. Like, I felt like I had a huge list, and I can't remember them.
Go.
Pull-ups.
Okay.
Ooh, adult pull-ups. You know what's cute? When guys can, like, fit into, like, Goodnights XLs, that's kind of cute. But if it's a gross adult pull-up. So you're making a face because you wear them.
I'm being judged right now.
No, I'm not. No. It's
I feel like, called out.
I'm not going to diaper check you because it's not a diaper.
Yeah.
It's a gross pull-up.
Yeah.
It's going to leak. I don't need to check it.
So yeah, that's a good example. Two friends that's a turnoff for one of them, but we're still friends. We still find other ways to connect and have a good friendship.
Yes, by diapering you.
Yes, by getting me out of those empty pull-ups.
But I know you need them because you still need help in the potty training department. So I understand why they're there and that they're important. What else is a turn off?
What's that?
Okay, like, you know how Labina the L's? They have, like, all this flappy bit on the top.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's cut. Yeah,
it's like so much plastic and then
like this much.
Yeah.
Plastic, and it's just flapping. That is not freaking hot.
Ugly diapers. Ugly diapers are a turn off for me too.
Yeah.
It's like not every diaper is a good diaper. Like, yeah, Abinas can be nice in the right body type.
Yeah.
But then, like, some of the Tenas and Depends and the Tens and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's not hot at all.
No.
It just looks fucked up. Okay, let's say a turn on, just to balance it out.
So for you, that would be somebody using their diaper. It's not just seeing somebody in them, but somebody who actually uses them.
Another turnoff is I really like the aesthetic of diaper boys sitting on the toilet, pretending like they're training themselves to use their diaper instead of the toilet. That is so cute.
That's a turn on for you, yeah?
Yeah.
That's like a weird kind of potty punishment right there. Does it have to be on a regular toilet, or could it be on like one of those kids training toilets?
That is so cute too.
Okay. I love textures. So anything that's layered aesthetically, that just makes everything look softer or poofier.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. So like a big cloth diaper over a regular diaper?
Yeah. Or like the way clothing might be layered over diaper. Anywhere from like tights and pantyhose to jeans and sweats and leggings. Just that layering effect. Especially like with tighter clothing, it's like it's squishing the diaper.
Oh, yeah.
So it makes it look, it highlights all the creases and highlights everything else.
Yeah. And I'm sure you like the feeling too. It seems like a lot of people like that. The layering over their diaper. So it feels tight and they feel like enclosed in it.
Even
and
more
trapped.
so.
Yeah. So sometimes you don't know if you like something or don't like it until you've seen it or tried it. And that's okay. It's okay to experiment and then decide, you know what, that wasn't for me. And then tell the other partner that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and the big takeaway should be that it's okay to not like things. It doesn't make you any less of an ABDL or part of the community. And if somebody doesn't like something that maybe you like, that's not a reason to exclude them or keep them away. There's always room for people to share experiences and find a common overlap and common ground that you can both enjoy.
Yes, yeah. Find the time. Learn about someone to see where that overlap is.
Yeah. You'd be surprised who you're going to run into and who you're going to find and what you'll find you have in common.
Yay.
Yay.
Positivity.
Yes.
High five.
Yes.